Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. How is everyone? How has your weekend been? Have you got some Sunday self-care in? Have you? Have you done anything to better yourself, to make yourself feel better, to be healthier, to look better, all of the things, any of the things? I myself, hey Khadijah. So myself, I just came back from brunch with the girls. We just checked out a new restaurant here in Vegas. I think it's been open for like 4 months. Yeah, and so I'm just home from brunch and wanted to check in and see how everyone else's weekend has been going. Hello, New Level. How are you? Welcome in. Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl. Oh, you're gonna I'm going back on the show tomorrow, Khadijah. It's going to be a surprise. Nobody knows, but you know now. And for anybody that watches it, they'll know. And if they know what the show is. But anyhow, I haven't talked to Kendra about it, but I kind of have a feeling she's going to pick me. But anyways, I'm going to go on and I'm going to do the show. But anyways, so I want to speak a little bit about tax advantages and how having a home-based business, thank you so much, how having a home-based business can really help you as far as the tax system is set up. So the tax system is set up for business owners, okay? And it's tax season. I'm a last minute person. I run behind, I run late with the things, and I'm working on the last minute part of my taxes with my financial planner, and I'm at the part where I'm coming up with the deductions, right? So it's kind of fun because I'm able to go through, and then further in future years, I'll probably organize it a bit better. But for this time around, I'm going through my bank statements because I don't pay cash. The only thing I pay cash for real is tips. But everything is digital. Everything is primarily on a credit card. And, I do have a credit background. So I believe in using credit cards, like playing the credit game. So I believe in using credit cards that have like high rewards points. And you could literally swipe your card for, just say $20 for a $20 meal. And you may be able to get $1 or $2 cash back. And you can turn around and you can pay your credit card right back with the $20 out of your bank account. And so you haven't lost any money. You're not going to be paid interest, but you did receive those bonuses. But that's a whole nother credit. And that was my previous life. Okay. But I still have the skill and the good credit habits. And I want to capitalize on any systems that I can that's legally and beneficial. That's what I'm going to do. But anyway, so I'm combing through my bank account. I'm combing through both bank accounts. I'm combing through my credit card statements, and I'm looking for charges that can be classified as tax deductions. I don't have my paper here with me. You know what? That would be fun. I probably should go grab it and literally go down the list in real time of Indea. Can you bring me my notebook, babe, with the blue, the one that has the kind of turquoise blue cover that's there on the couch? So I'm having fun with going through, my accounts, and I'm looking at all the things that I was going to have to buy anyways. Some of the things, even if I wasn't in business, I was still going to have to buy them. Thank you, baby. Thank you. You want to say hello?
Oh. Hello.
So I was going to have to buy a lot of these things anyways, or pay for these things anyways. See, I'm not playing. I'm in the tax deductions part of my life right now, part of the stage. And I had just found, let's see, I found just in my Amazon account alone, I found $2,300 dollars in deductions that I'm able to claim, and I'm not. This ain't cap. There's my Amazon, and then here is my list of all the items that I pulled out that are tax deductible because I'm a home-based business owner. So we have that section there. And then just in 1 month in my primary bank account, where is there? Here it is. WF Wells Fargo, my primary account, just for the month of December, I'm going backwards, I have $576 in write-offs. And I qualify for these because I'm a home-based business owner. Let's see here. Oh, let's go back to Amazon. Amazon has 2 pages. 2,300. That's my second page of Amazon. But I started Amazon on this page here, and you see I have it by the month and the dollar amount and the item, and that's another $1,484 in deductions. Zelle, my Zelle, these are the payments that I made that equal $700 that classify as tax deductions. I'm not done. I still have to go through a couple of more credit card accounts, but the whole point I'm trying to make is by being a home-based business owner, you're able to take everyday expenses, and this is not gas. I haven't counted my gas. I'm thinking about it if I have my pen, make a note. So this isn't including gas. As a home-based business owner, you're also able to write off a percentage of your home. Right now, I'm in my living room turned office. And so a percentage, the square footage of this room, I don't know how much it is. I have to still, I'm still working through the tax process, but a percentage of this space, basically I'll be able to write off the square footage times whatever dollar amount that they allow us to. And, I'll be able to write this area off as a tax, on my taxes. And this is my first year using this room as an office. But the whole point is the living room was sitting here anyways, but because I'm in business, I'm able to deduct it. And what the deduction is it's going to lower my tax liability, right? So just say I would have owed, let's just say I would owe $1,000. Let's go there because I don't want to put it too high. Because your girl got some incoming, so I'm coming up with the deductions. But just say I owe $1,000, right? And with my tax deductions, I already read off, I don't know, $3,000 or $4,000 in I haven't added it up in deductions. So that means that I will no longer owe that. I won't owe that $1,000 anymore because my deductions are going to offset it. And then I'll have a credit. So, it's really amazing, to be able to write off your lifestyle. This also, this doesn't include my trips. This doesn't include my flights. This doesn't include my hotel rooms. This doesn't include my my entry fees to company events that I've went to, conventions. We have fun major events probably like every 2 to 3 months, and they're all around the country, in different cities. And I try to attend any event that I'm qualified to attend because I walk away with more knowledge and motivation, excitement, and understanding about my business and how I can help others. And so I attend the events. I get the information. I get the training. Then we always have like a gala, at the end of the night or the end of the weekend. And then after all of that, after being fed mentally, enjoying myself, having a good time, all the excitement, I get to turn around and I get to write it off. because it was business related. I'm telling you right now, the tax system is set up for business owners. So that's basically what I wanted to speak on. I'm always pushing home-based businesses. Let me back up. Before pushing home-based businesses, I push business ownership. I push entrepreneurship before anything. Before we come all the way down to my business and how I'm doing it, I support and I encourage anybody that's a business owner. Because I kind of feel like, I don't want to step on any toes, but I kind of feel like to have a job is to take the easy route out. It's being average, which I know a lot of people are okay with average. Average is comfortable and it's cool for a lot of people. I'm not knocking a job, but us business owners, a lot of us have jobs and a business on top of it. Whether you just have a business or you have a business on top of your job, I just feel like it takes a special type of person to say, you know what? I want more. I want more. I want to give more. I want to experience more. I want to offer more. I don't know about you, but when I did have jobs that paid decent, I didn't really feel that sense of purpose, or I didn't really feel that sense of like adding value to people. Like, for instance, I worked at DMV. If you're from San Diego, I worked at the Claremont DMV for many years, helping people process their licenses. And, it was good pay. The money was fine. I did fine. I didn't have any kids back then. And, it was, life was fine. But the thing was, I didn't feel a lot of purpose. I always loved, what I loved about the job the most was the different people. I loved the different people that would come to my desk, and I was the cool one at the DMV, because I know there's some people at the DMV that are a-holes. And I'm going to be honest, the DMV, they used to, the first and last time that I ever made somebody cry, it was just because I was off. I was having a bad day, and they just got that, they got that energy. I just let them have it based on whatever was going on with me and whatever they might have said. But the first time that I made somebody cry at the DMV, my supervisor gave me a high five in the back room, because they were tough. It's almost like they breed you to be mean or whatever. But I was never that person. I was never like that. I had a one-off time where somebody was pushing my buttons, and I went ahead and I met them. I met their energy. I'm not an energy meter. I don't meet people where they're at. I don't meet them with their energy. If you're negative, nasty, you're rude, I don't meet you where you're at and come down to that. I'm too happy of a person, have an upbeat spirit. And, I really don't take it personal, honestly. When people, especially people that I don't know, never met a day in my life, they have an attitude with me and they're nasty with me out of nowhere for no reason, I know that it has nothing to do with me. It's something that's going on with them, something that they have going on that they're experiencing and they're dealing with, and they don't really mean that for me. I'm just kind of catching the wrath like that one person did with that one off with me. But I'm just saying all this to say that I didn't feel like I was really making a difference in the world by working there. It was kind of like a numbers game, it's different people, but the same scenario. And I didn't have an excitement, it was just kind of like, and then of course I had the traffic. I lived in North Park at the time, driving up to Claremont in the traffic, in 9 to 5 traffic. And so it's just one experience. But my point is, I didn't feel fulfilled, and I didn't have kids yet. When you have kids, it's sometimes that can give you a fulfillment that you never had before. So I didn't have kids. I was married, I believe married in my first marriage, but separated for many years. So kind of in an estranged marriage. And I have my social life. I've always been a fun girl. I've always had fun, all the years, and I still do, and I still am. But I didn't feel a purpose. I didn't feel like I was making a difference in anyone's life from my job anyways. And I hadn't discovered my passions yet, to be honest. I had the first passion that I had was credit repair, but I hadn't discovered that passion yet. So I was just kind of there. I was just kind of existing. So imagine being in an industry that you enjoy, that you're having fun during this. Hey, Spider, you're having fun during this, business that you're building. You're building a business to the point to where it's a legacy business, so it's gonna outlive me. So not a matter of if, right? It's a for sure. My day is gonna come. One day I won't be here anymore. But guess what? My legacy is gonna go on, and it's gonna pass on to my kids. And so that's a good feeling to know. When you're working a job, when you stop working your job, they stop paying. But not the business that I'm in. As I said, I will continue to get, well, I won't, but my weekly pay, my commissions, my bonuses, they're going to still come in as if I was still here. And it's just going to go to my heirs, which is my kids. And so that's a really good feeling to know that what I'm building right now is only going to continue to grow. The organization that I'm currently building, the families, what I do is I put people in business. I help people start home-based businesses in the travel industry. And I've helped about 20 people now, 20 individuals that I have put in business. It might not sound like a lot to you, or it might sound like a lot to some, I don't know, but that's where I'm at in my journey, just being completely transparent. And it feels amazing for me to know that had I not shared what I'm doing and what I have going on with the individuals that I did, now they're able to leave a legacy for their family. Now they're able to find purpose. I'll move on and speak on I was talking about the tax benefits and advantage of being on a home-based business. See, I can go off to left field. I can go on and on and on, but I'm going to do my best to stay on track and just, again, reiterate that the tax system is created for business owners. And the business, and I was just speaking on the write-offs. I was speaking on all the things that I've bought that I would have had to buy anyways, and I'm able to write them off. So having a home-based business owner, it allows you to write off your lifestyle. And I think I must say this disclaimer that I am not a tax professional, but I might, knowing me, I might just take a course or two so I could, because I'm speaking the facts. In California alone, there's over 400 deductions that you can take as a home-based business owner in Cali. Okay, so writing off your lifestyle, lowering your tax, your tax obligations, it's an amazing thing. It's really good. It feels good. And I just would definitely, promote it. I would tell anybody, if you're looking for something, you're looking for a break, you could be drowning in debt, drowning in bills, living paycheck to paycheck. Been there, done all that, It's frustrating. It's hard, especially when you put 40 hours in at the job, plus maybe an hour or two on a commute. So then you're looking at another 10 hours. So that's 50 hours. Don't count the hours that you take preparing to get you ready for the job. Maybe 55 hours, just say a week, on your job. And all you're doing is, I'll put it out there. I told someone close to me that it's modern day slavery, because you're just paying for a roof over your head. This particular person, they don't have any extra money for anything besides bare necessities, requirements. They have enough money to afford what will allow them to survive. No extras. They get a roof over their head, clothes, food. What does that remind you of? Slavery days, right? They provided us with the bare minimums. There was no time to do any fun activities or things that you may have wanted to do or experience in life. There was no time for that because it was slavery days. These jobs can be, not all. I'm not saying all. There's never a it's never a all. When I'm coming with the message, it's not to say that all jobs. Some jobs do provide a sense of helping, people. But for the most part, a lot of people are low wage jobs or even high wage jobs. I knew somebody that made like $140,000 a year, but he was still broke because he had more bills than his 140 could cover. And then that 140 was before taxes. So, you can make a lot of money and still be money broke, time broke, because you're constantly working at that place, trying to get them hours in. And what a benefit it would have been to him had I known, or I wasn't in this business at the time, but what a business would it be to him and anybody else in that situation that is a high earner, to be able to write off $10,000 or $20,000 in expenses that you spend anyways, just by being a home-based business owner. It's a hack for real. It really is. I can't see how long I've been on. I was shooting for 30 minutes. I kind of feel like it's been 10, 15 minutes, but I don't want to go in circles. Does anybody have any questions that they want to ask me? Type in the chat. Any comments that you want to make that I could speak to, or any concerns, any questions, comments, or concerns, anything that you can, that I can add value to this live. Otherwise, I will go ahead and sign off. I will say, have a happy, what we call this? I'm calling this Self-Care Sunday. If you missed the beginning of the live, I just came in from a brunch with a group of classy, educated, respectful, interesting, enjoyable, fun women. So I love when I get invited with this group, and I look forward to getting closer with the ladies, and yeah, I'm just doing what I do. I think that is it. I'm going to probably post the reel from today's brunch today. I'm going to try to be more current because I am usually behind with my posting. Let me see. Yeah, I don't see any questions from anybody. So, in closing, if you or anyone that you know can benefit from tax advantages, if you can benefit from being on the business side of the tax system, which the tax system is truly created for business owners, if you or anyone you know is like, I would love to write off my lifestyle, I just don't know how to do it, reach out to me. DM me, B-I-Z, and we can set up a Zoom. I'm harmless. I don't bite. I'm cool. I'm easygoing. I don't pressure anyone. I just educate. I just share the information and the knowledge that I accumulate. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I sign up for and go to a lot of training classes. I'm constantly pouring into my mind. And so I have a lot of knowledge to share, information, and I would love to be purposeful and add purpose and add value to people. And you don't know what you don't know. So never make anybody feel bad for something that you may know that they don't know, because at one point I didn't know all this stuff. I did learn it, and I'm happy and I'm blessed, and I want to be a blessing to people as well. I am going to sign off. Happy Self-Care Sunday. Take care of yourself. Be good to your family, your friends, your loved ones. And don't forget strangers. Do something nice for a stranger. I know the day is already majority gone. Maybe it's not today, maybe this week. Just do something nice for a random person, some random act of kindness. You know, you could do something for a family or friend or someone you know, or you could do something nice for somebody that you don't know. Whatever you want to do, just do something nice to contribute to the next person, it could be just to make them smile, to make their face smile, to make their heart smile. Hey, Cedra, I see you just jumped on. I want to tell you, and Asha, I see you're on here too. I'm going on the show tomorrow. If you ladies are available, it's a surprise. I haven't even talked to Kendra yet about it, but she'll see when I pop up in the queue. So if you guys want to watch it, I'm going to go on the app. I think she starts at 5. So, and you'll hear in our class on Tuesday, my point, or you'll hear it during the interview if you get on, why I'm getting on. But I'm getting on, and I'm very excited about it. And yeah, and I'm excited about everything she has going on. Happy to have her as a coach and a mentor. And I'm going to sign off because I said what I said. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Peace out.